Now we're probably live here in a second, guys, but just give it a little bit. Hopefully the audio and everything here will turn up good in a second. I'm going to pull up the chat because I never could see the chat, guys. I never could. Well, I could see the chat, but yeah. All right. So we'll give that a second. We will pull some stuff up here so I can at least see your guys' chats when you do it. All right. All right. We're going to give it we're going to give it a little bit, guys, before we get everybody in the chat, before we get everybody in here, we're gonna just give it a few seconds. But let me know, guys. I mean, if the audio is bad, let me know, because last time nobody said anything. Where I guess it was like the audio was like 5 seconds behind what I was talking about. But perfect. If the audio is good, then perfect. But I'm gonna adjust something because I just noticed that the text for the chat is inside. There we go. Okay, better. The chat for the text was inside the friggin' little thing like last time. What's going on, Arch? You're gonna like this video, Arch. You were talking about this. You were talking about. I should hide this so no one can see this. But you were talking about this update. Yeah, we're just gonna give it a few more minutes. And I know, Arch, you were talking about this too. You were like, "Hey, can I get that?" I mean, look at that. That's pretty sick. Look at that. We are going to talk about that because I had a few of you guys kind of ask me about it, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I kind of made it as just a prop. So, well, again, we will give it a few more minutes for more people to get in here. For a lot of you guys who are here first, man, I'm telling you, some of you guys missed out, man. I had a hidden thing in one of my videos a while ago, and you guys have missed it. It's not a bad thing, but it looks like I'm about 30 seconds behind on my delay. So, anyways, we're just gonna hop right in, guys, and kind of go over these topics because again, I know it's 5:30 here on the West Coast, so I know it's kind of late for some of you guys. So we're just gonna go over some of these topics. So, yeah, you guys can kind of be caught up with where I'm at and kind of what I'm doing, not only with my shop but also the channel and all that good stuff. So, topic number one, the Dart Zone Mk3 giveaway. That is coming up, what's today's date? The 22nd. That's coming up soon. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, it's coming up. So, if you guys haven't already, take the time, go out and make sure that you guys get in on that. I mean, it literally takes, well, that one was a little more difficult. So you had to make a video about kind of what's your favorite. Or what's your favorite blaster? And literally, you don't have to say anything. I mean, you could put text on the screen and say, "Look," or just put you gotta make sure you put the hashtag inside the title and just put like, "Look here," and just you throw a blaster on the floor and say, "Look, this is my favorite." Or put, it could be a 5-second video. I just wanted to make sure people put a little more effort into this one because again, it's about a $170 blaster, and so it's not cheap. And I wanted to make sure that you guys can get a freaking cool blaster. So. No, that's awesome. You made it, man. It is awesome. I'm kind of just, like I said, this was just random. I don't really have a set time when I do these, but maybe I should do a set time and be like, hey, every Friday, whatever. So, a lot of you guys kind of know when I'm going to be doing these. So, but yeah, I highly suggest to go enter that. I mean, literally, I think there's probably like only 5 entries that I saw. So, I mean, your chances are pretty good. That blaster, you guys know, it is no joke. So, it is no joke. Item number 2. So, the hidden free items. Man, I can't stress it enough, guys. There are some hidden things out there that in my videos, and they could be older. I mean, I gotta preempt this stuff, so I gotta do some stuff a little ways back, so you guys can, so I could do giveaways like this, and you guys just don't think, oh, it's the next video. It could have been a month back when I did this. You never know. So. And the hidden things could be anything. If you guys remember, some of my videos I'll put like down in the corner like me like going around with a gun. If you guys ever watch those, I mean, it could be me instead of with a gun. Maybe I start with a gun. You guys are like, oh, I've seen that one. You'd be like, no, wait. He puts it away, and I could be holding up a sign. I'm just saying. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there. So make sure you guys check those out because you can win some pretty cool stuff. I got a heap pile of stuff that I want to give away. So. What's going on, Nerf Talk? Yeah. So again, the hidden items, I cannot stress enough. Just make sure you guys pay attention to detail. And yeah, I mean, it could even be older videos. Like I said, it could be anywhere. It could be anything. But there could be the one, like I said, where I'm down in the corner like I usually do, and I have kind of the blaster out, but maybe you're like, oh, I've seen that one. I could be putting it away, and I could hold up a sign, and you'd be like, oh, what is that? I gotta pause, zoom in. Oh, I see it. So just kind of throwing that out there that it's possible. It is possible. What is going on? Wasabi crazy? What's going on? Okay, so that is number 2. For some of you guys who just joined, again, the Zone Mk3 giveaway, you guys know, is coming up here quick. Literally, I think there's only 5 entries that I've seen. You can't just comment, right? You have to comment, and then if you happen to get picked, I'll look at your channel to see if you have the favorites video. And like I mentioned, I mean, you don't even gotta say anything. You can just throw a blaster on the ground and shoot it with your cell phone, and you ain't gotta say anything, and maybe put like text on it and say, that's my favorite. That's it. That's it. That's super easy. That is super easy. What's up, the guy, Bob? Okay, so number 3, the Nexus Pro Scar Barrel. So if you guys remember, Nerf Talk and I were having a competition. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We are up 2-1. I don't know. I gotta put something on this. I gotta come up with something, you guys. I don't know. Leave it in the chat. What do you think? What do you think I should? Okay, if Nerf Talk wins his competitions, what do you think I should send him, and then vice versa? What do you think it's got to be? What? I don't know. I got to think of something cool. So if you guys remember our last challenge, he wanted to kind of do a competition between the Aeon and the Nexus Pro, where we did a little shooting competition. And I was like, okay, I gotta build something. I gotta build something and create something specific. So if you guys remember, check that out there. Let me switch this up so you guys can see this a little better here. Boom. Look at that. You guys know that. And so I designed this and just 3D printed it up. Did it help? I don't know. I don't know, but some of you guys were like, hey, where can I get that? Where can I get that? You know, and so I don't know. I mean, if you guys really want something like this, just let me know. I want it to be bigger, but I just printed a smaller one just, again, to have something custom for our challenge. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there that, yeah, some of you guys want that, and I don't know. I mean, if it's something you guys want, let me know. Just let me know. I will, yeah, I might 3D print some. I don't know. So I just kind of throw that out there. Gosh, I don't even know if it really helps, to be honest. I just think it looks awesome. I mean, look at that. It freaking looks awesome. Woo! Okay, so the Nexus Pro Scar Barrel. Okay, so the big one. You guys know that I have been working on a inline drum for the Mega XL BoomDozer, right? We had our, I don't know, our classic drum here. I mean, you guys know this one, right? 24 shots. All right. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, I ran this for a while, but I was like, man, I can build an inline kit for this thing, but it's harder than it sounds. And it's, I mean, look at this. You guys are the first ones to see this, like, live. Look at this. I mean, this thing's pretty big. If you compare it to the regular BoomDozer one, this thing's no joke. It is no joke. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! So the inline kit, I mean, for a lot of you guys that don't know, basically you can, for each of these, instead of 4 here, and let me actually, I'm going to, again, switch up views so you guys can see this. So instead of 4 here, like the old one, like this, or I won't say the old one, but the latest one, I had 4, but you can't do 4 with the inline kit, right? It just, you don't have there's not enough room inside this cylinder. You could probably pull it off, but man, it'd be quite fragile. So I went down to 3, and I mean, there's a lot of engineering that goes on down in these tubes that you can't see, right? You guys are probably like, oh man, that's just, you know, that's just some holes in a thing. That's pretty easy. Well, it's a little more than that. And this thing, again, is massive. I mean, look at my hand. And again, look at this. Look at this. Woo! Look at that. But this thing is going to hold 9 in each cylinder. So you essentially have 3 shots. So you essentially have 18 shots from this with 3 shots each. And this thing is nuts. Man, I was shooting in the backyard. I was like, this is so awesome. And you kind of give it that same downward flick, right, that you do with one of the XFKOs. Kind of give it that downward flick so they see and you shoot. And I'm like, man, I'm telling you. And so I did a little bit of, tweaking where I gotta make one more adjustment on this before I'm really satisfied with it. Because right now, the way that it sits is it sits in here like this, right? And you'll notice that on the big plunger here, there's that piece that sticks out. I went ahead and actually, if you guys remember, I clipped off mine. And when that plunger is pushed down, it tells, the blaster, hey, there's something in the cylinder. And that's why this one works, because the darts are all the way in the back. And so that little piece goes through, and it pushes on that piece, and it's like, oh, hey, there is something right in there. Oh, Nerf Talk, I'm going to ban you for that. I'm going to ban you for that. No, yeah, I'm telling you, that person was nuts. That person was nuts. They were like, I don't know why the drum doesn't fit in the double crusher. And I was like, I don't know where you got that idea, but if you want to send it back, I'll give you a refund. And I didn't hear anything. So I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what they were thinking. But so on this current version right here, it requires you to take this part out, right? But I was like, no, I can do better. So this is kind of the first one that I did. But on my next one, it's going to be just a simple just plop in and you're ready to go. That's it. You just plop it in and you're just as if you were to do it with the regular one right here, right? This one you just plopped in. There's no cutting. There's no nothing. And I was like, okay, people can cut that piece out. But I was like, you know what? No, it's not needed. I'm pretty sure you'd get an FPS increase. But I was like, I'm just going to make it so you can just drop it right in, do everything. But man, whew, this thing is an animal. Having 18 shots with 3 shots each is insane, is nuts. So I'm going to print some different colors, and I probably won't have these on my Etsy store for sale for, I don't know, probably like a week. I got to try and catch up because I know there is quite a few of you, probably like 3 or 4 of you, 5 of you guys that have been asking me for this, and I'm like, just give me a little bit of time to tweak it to make sure that it's up to par with what I would expect it to do. And this right here is good enough. I just don't want anybody having to cut the inside of this, right? I just want you to be able to like open it up, plop the thing in, and be good to go. So those are printing right now, and these take about 2 days, somewhere in there, right? If nothing goes wrong with your 3D printer or your power goes off or something like that. So that's why I'm like, I'm going to try to get 2 or 3 or 4 of these ready to go, because I know there's a bunch of you. I know there is a ton of you guys that are basically ready to go, ready to order this thing. So so there is that. So again, you guys are the first to see this thing. Gosh, I can't explain how, woo! This thing, I'm so proud of this. You guys have no idea. It looks like a big grenade, but I'm so proud of this thing because it is basically, 18 shots with 3 each. And you just give it that downward flick, pump, boom, downward flick. You don't need the downward flick the first initial 6 because they kind of sit inside the outer portion of the barrel here. But man, I'm super pumped on that. I am super pumped. Yeah, 2 days. It is no joke. It's like 39 hours. Right under 2 days. So it's something like 39, 41 hours, somewhere in there. And you can't really go quick or you lose quality. And you look at this thing, man, and you guys know, I try to print in really good quality so that, the part, you're like, I don't know how you did that, XFox. It looks legit. This right here, it looks so good. I'm so proud of this. So, okay, so where are we at? We are on Etsy orders and customs. So we talked about this last time. Again, the last month, you guys slammed me. my inventory, I try to build a buffer because you guys kind of come in waves, right? And man, the last month, you destroyed my inventory. To the point where I was actually almost printing as you guys were ordering. And so I just been printing. There are a few colors like the rainbow. For a lot of you guys who have the rainbow, you might have the last of the rainbow. It seems like with all the supply issues and stuff that's going on, it's hard for me to find that rainbow. And when I get that rainbow filament, it's just not good. And so I've been trying to, almost for a month now, I've been trying to go through the person that I usually get it from. And every one they send me is really brittle or it's old and it's just not working. So you guys might get lucky if you got the rainbow. You guys might be the only ones that got it. So, but yeah, you guys are keeping me slammed. But I'm catching up. I still get about an order a day, which is kind of crazy. Especially for these. You guys seem to love these things, and that's why I knew when this bad boy comes out, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love it. But yeah, my printers are running 24/7, and cross my fingers, they're all running good, right? When one of them goes down, it's hard because you have to, right? It takes a lot to print just even one of the XFKO kits, right? The XFKO kit probably takes 30 hours total to print all the parts. And that's, you know, you're not printing all of them all at once. I usually will try to print one piece just so that the head's not going all over the place. You get a better and more consistent print when you kind of do that. So, yeah, it's rare, man. If you got one, I mean, it's rare. I can't get the rainbow filament to work the way that I like. I could probably send some that weren't as polished as I would like, but I'm not going to send you guys something that, right, I don't think would look good on your blaster. So, and just random. I mean, that was it, guys. I mean, that was it. It was just a quick overview, and the big again reveal was that bad boy for a lot of you guys who've been asking. I don't think some of you guys understand that you're going to have 18 shots out of this bad boy with 3 shots each. It is unbelievable. So I'm just doing one more tweak on this, and these things should be ready to go. I'll have these both in the blue, kind of the blue for the Mega XL line, as well as the orange. I'm going to do the oranges first, and then I'll do the blues second. But yeah, I mean, that's all I had, guys. I mean, I was just so pumped after I've been printing these and testing it and finally get it to where I want it. I was like, man, this thing is so insane. I was shooting it, but I was like, there's so many darts everywhere. After you get done shooting all of these, I mean, literally, what is it, like 54 darts? That's a lot of, it's a lot of darts. So I was picking them up, and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have printed this because it's just a lot, right? It is just a lot. So, and that is about the max you can do, 54. I was trying to see what maybe the total max would be, but you would have to redesign a whole front and everything. But 54 is about the max you can do in an inline, unless somebody went 4 darts. But man, if you did 4 darts, I don't think you'd get the performance that you would expect, because you have to make the back barrel a little bit larger than the front barrel, right? So that air kind of goes around it. But yeah, if you did 4 darts, you're probably not going to get the performance that you guys would be. You'd be like, yeah, I might as well just shoot, right? I might as well just shoot 4 out of here. So yeah, the 3, it shoots really good. It shoots farther than the 4. Actually, it probably shoots about the same, because you don't have as much air of an air cylinder, right? You have pretty much all the air shooting all 4 of these out, where here you kind of have these larger chambers, which in essence, the air chamber is about equal. If you add all these air chambers up, it's about equal to the same air chamber here. So you get about the same performance as you would this, but you get heck of a whole lot of shots right here. So, Kenny's showing what's the FPS. So 88 Big Bends. I didn't have one shooting for this. I actually have a video that I was going to put together, but I wanted to do this live stream first, so a lot of you guys who can get in here kind of get to see this thing first, right? You kind of got to see it first and see what it's all about before I do an official video and put them on my Etsy store. I'll do the same thing as when I posted kind of this. I basically did a YouTube live first to show you guys this. Then I posted a video so you guys can kind of see it. But it's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane, 84. I guess that's my answer for, what did you say? It's going to be a rear loading or front loading cylinder. This is going to be a front loading cylinder. You can't really do a rear. They'll just fall out. I guess that's my answer for sponsoring our next game. Facebook's lockdown HBC online. Trust me, I will sponsor you. It'll be one of these times, man. But like I've been saying, it's man, with all the orders that have been coming through for you guys, it's been insane, man. It has been insane. I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 printers running. Technically 5. I keep one just in case I'm going down. They are printing 24/7 barrels, suppressors, all this stuff for the big rigs. I mean, all that stuff takes so much time, and then for me to throw something like that, to design this. I mean, I literally designed that in probably like 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and then waited the 4 hours or something like that for the print. So, but if you guys really want that, I mean, I could probably print a bunch and maybe do a live stream and give a bunch of these away. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them. I would just probably just print a bunch and just give a bunch of them away. You guys can see it there. I mean, you guys were asking me about that. It's more cool looking. I don't think it really helped, but I don't know. I mean, I did hit it in the first shot, so you never know, right? You never know. But anyways, guys, that's all I had. This was just going to be a quick, just a quick live stream to kind of go over these topics, because a lot of you guys message me, whether it's in my email or you guys leave a comment about this stuff. But again, the biggest thing, boom, was that. You guys saw it here first. This thing is insane. It is intense. I haven't seen anything else like it. But yeah, I'm going to try and print a few more of these to get my inventory up before I initially or post something about they are for sale, because a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys have been asking me for exactly this. I actually made a smaller version which just had the 24 shot, so it was like you get the initial 6, then you just give the downward motion, and I'm like, why do that when I could just put another layer on here and then go for the gusto, right? Do the big kahuna right out of the gate, So that's all I had, guys. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of that thing, but I will officially post when these things are available, probably this weekend, somewhere right in there, after I'm able to print a few, right? At least print 3, because I know a couple of these are going to go really quick. But yeah, that's all I had. How tight is it on the darts? Well, it's just like the XFKO. So the tips up here use the same geometry and the same bore as the XFKO, and then the back is very, very similar. Maybe just slightly a little bit bigger. That's about it. To maximize the bigger plunger on the big rig, or on the big BoomDozer. Giving me a hard time. It's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, I appreciate all the support that you guys give, man. I mean, like I said, anything you guys do inside the Etsy store, whenever you guys get, does allows me to do the giveaways just like the MK3, right? I actually got a couple of those, and I want to give them out before hopefully before Christmas. I know shipping right now and stuff is kind of crazy, but at least I could ship something priority mail and you get it in a couple days. So, anyways, I think that is it. Can you show us it's shooting? Okay? We got all those. Yeah, that is all I got, guys. That is all I got. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think of this. Thanks again, Fox fans.